Hi folks, it's Stephen Finn here, video number 3 of our lockdown squash for small spaces. We're going to show you some activities today that you can do in pairs as opposed to the solo practices we did previously. The idea of this is do it in a nice small confined space. If you've got more space, that's great, you can do that, but we're going to show you today in our backyard essentially with a squash rebound wall. So the activities we're going to do are those 5 there. Do you want to?
Yes, so activity number 1 is cooperative hitting against the wall. So first of all you can do it letting the ball bounce, and then you can do it volleys.
Yeah, so we're going to demonstrate that for you. Worth adding that if you haven't got squash rackets and squash balls, you can use, we're using, I think we do it with some swing ball bats and some soft tennis balls. So you'll see that all these activities you can do that as well. I think we're demonstrating it just on the one activity.
I think so, yeah.
So activity number 2 is a sort of simulating a sort of short long exercise, drop drive if you like. So one person at the back playing the ball in short, and then the person at the front driving the ball back to the person who's feeding.
Number 3 is cooperative cross-court volleys, and you'll be doing it in sort of an open space. So instead of hitting it against the wall, you'll be hitting it to each other in a space.
This is like the activity we do on the squash court, where we get you to stand either side of the court, volleying backwards and forwards to each other. Activity number 4 is a sort of competitive one. So again, on the squash court, we mark little court areas, don't we? And we practice your short game, drop shots, little posts. We're going to demonstrate that again out in the backyard. So a little bit more competitive. We had a bit of fun with that one, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cheated really. Number 5, Finn.
So number 5 is one person will be feeding, the other person will be trying to hit to target. So we've done this with drop shots, haven't we?
We did 2 shots, didn't we?
Yeah, so one was letting it bounce, playing a drop shot into a target, and the second one was drop volleying into the target.
Yeah, so again you can, some of these activities, it's really good fun if you score them, so you can sort of have 10 feeds each and see how many you get into target and see who wins. You know, again you can do your best score on cooperative volleys across the court, or how many hits you can do. Set yourselves little targets and challenges just to make it fun. So for the purposes of this, we've actually got a commercial squash rebound wall. It's like a trampoline on its side essentially, and the ball rebounds off it, but it will work just as well if you just use a brick wall on the side of the house, or the door to the garage, something like that.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoy those activities, and most importantly have fun.
So this is a simple pairs-based activity, just working cooperatively together, hitting the ball backwards and forwards to each other, allowing the ball to bounce. So just about to get Phil on his toes with a cheeky little boast. So if you haven't got squash rackets and squash balls, use any bats and balls you've got at home. So here we are using a couple of swing ball bats and a soft foam tennis ball. So if you're feeling confident, why not try the exercise with the volley? See how many you can do. So a simple little feeding exercise, player at the back plays the ball in short, player at the front hits it back. So it's a short v long exercise essentially. And this is the same exercise on the backhand side. Not sure how impressed Cookie is behind the net. So this exercise is just cooperative volleys across the empty space that you've got available, similar to how we do it across the court during squash-based exercises. So this is where you can get things a little bit more competitive by rallying out, simulating a quarter-court game. Again, if you've got a little bit of sidewall that you can use, that allows the bows to be thrown in. So this is a little bit of target practice. One player at the back feeding the ball in, so the player at the front can practice their drop shots trying to hit the target. So here you can see a variation. Finn carefully feeding. This time I'm trying to play a drop volley into the target. Any kind of box or bucket can be suitable for your target.
Hope you enjoyed those activities. Keep practicing, it's good to sort of keep your ball control going.
Yeah, just keep at it. You know, it's not perfect. You know, we're not on the squash court anymore, but you know these skills will help keep your level of squash up for when we all come back to it. Just another point. If any of you have got a swing ball set at home, it's absolutely brilliant for squash. The technique is more of a cut, more of a slice on a swing ball set, so really recommend that you use that if you've got that facility.
Funnily enough, it's probably better for squash than for tennis.
Although it's got a tennis ball on the end, we've always found it's better for squash. You can get that forehand and backhand technique going really nicely. Have fun, folks, stay safe. We'll be back sometime soon. Go left. Nothing wrong with that.
Out. No left.